For those who don't know, if you lost your calendar somewhere, Canada Day is right around the corner. And there's some freedom stuff that's happening, right? There's some freedom rallies, there's freedom protests, there's a convoy-ish. There's a lot of different things happening. There's a lot of different angles, a lot of different organizations that are throwing their hat in the ring, and it is a little confusing. But there's going to be, what you need to know is going to be a lot of people and a lot of activity in Ottawa on Canada Day, before and after. I think Canada Day falls on Friday, the first. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be insane. As well as James Topp is making an appearance, right? Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. And so the big question is, one of the big questions, there's so many, is are members of parliament, are Conservative members going to make an appearance at in Ottawa for Canada Day? Are they going to show up with the people, right? This is we're going to find out here. Let's watch this clip.
A new Conservative chapter. By the end of the summer, the Conservative Party of Canada will have a new leader for the fourth time in 2 tumultuous years. The key question, what direction will the party take? Candice Bergen has been the interim leader since February after the majority of the Conservative caucus voted to remove Aaron O'Toole. But the current leadership race to replace him has been nasty and divisive, with allegations of cheating, fights over membership numbers, and debate over what it means to be a Conservative.
Who do you think's going to win? Where's that lineup? There it is. So this guy right here, Brown, he's a fraud. That's been proven so many times. Caress is a plant. He's got no hope. Lewis is good, but she's just not popular. And on her own right there, if we do that, then Lewis might win. That if we do that right there, that Lewis has got it. She would win if we do that. But unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately for her, but fortunately for us, we've got Daddy Pee-Pee. Daddy Pee-Pee's going to win by a landslide. Landslide. The highest turnout for Conservative memberships have been, we just set a record this year. So, oh, because of him, dude. Because of him. He's got less subscribers than me. Let me just remind everybody. He's got less subscribers than me. All right? Our Prime Minister currently is less popular on YouTube than me. And I'm going to totally kick myself in the butt because he's going to pass me, man. He is a popular individual. And Pierre, Daddy Pee-Pee, we've got tens of millions of views promoting you. Tens of millions of views promoting Daddy Pee-Pee. All I want is a sliver of your time. Let's give the people what they want. And let's have we can have a short conversation. A short interview. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's what the people want. That's what the people want. I got more subscribers than you, and more of my subscribers want it. So let's go. Let's make it happen, Daddy Pee-Pee. I keep tagging them on Twitter. If you've got Twitter, go and retweet my tweets to Pierre or tag him. Or better yet, if you follow Pierre on YouTube, which I'm sure a lot of people here do, then you should comment in his comments on every video, talk with Mr. Sunshine Baby. Go talk with Mr. Sunshine Baby. Let's make it happen. Wouldn't that be phenomenal? Hey, Pierre, yes or no? Yes or no? Are you F? Things like that. Yes or no questions. That's what Pierre's all about. Let's make it happen. Let's throw it back at him, right? He's for the people, by the people, right? So let's see if that is true or not. Which I'm obviously banking on that it is true, which is why I support him. But let's make it happen. I need your guys' help, okay?
Fights over membership numbers and debate over what it means to be a Conservative. Now, in the past week, over 20 Conservative MPs met with some former leaders of the trucker protests. So what kind of party is it right now? Let's find out. Joining me now, the interim leader of the Conservative Party of Canada, Candice Bergen. Good to see you.
Thanks, Evan. Good to see you.
There's lots left. I know your mandate ends September 10th. As Parliament rises, the big issue is inflation, 7.7%, the highest it's been in 40 years. The Conservatives have called for suspending the GST tax. Now, that would give consumers relief at the pump. But I did speak to the parliamentary budget officer a few days ago, and he said, look, it wouldn't materially lower the inflation rate. It would help consumers a little, but it wouldn't. What, in your view, in your party's view, would materially lower the inflation rate?
Well, we realize there are some factors that have happened globally that have affected inflation, but we also believe that this government's fiscal policy overall has poured gas on it, certainly prepared it to be worse than it had to be. So we believe strongly that spending has to come under control. We were very clear in the last budget that we didn't think more spending and bigger programs was the answer. So overall, we'd like to see a strong signal and actually action from the government that they're going to stop this out of control spending. But we do believe giving Canadians a break at the pumps would be positive, and also show that they recognize taxing Canadians and just to benefit themselves isn't the answer.
Let's just talk about the spending a bit. What's particularly your party supports?
I like Candice, man. I really do. She's phenomenal. She is the definition of a strong woman that can gain the respect of the people, not through corruption, but through hard work and being able to answer questions properly. She's very, very fit for her position. Very fit. I have yet to see her back out from a question. She goes after the points, right? Where you see Freeland, which in order to see her, you have to look down almost towards the pits of hell because she's so short and so evil. And it's there's a huge difference between someone like Candice and someone like Mr. Speaker.
Trying to reach 2% of NATO, so there's defense spending. They spent 4.9 or 4.6 billion on upgrading NORAD. There's defense spending. Your party's talked a lot about the fact that provincial systems have healthcare systems that are in trouble. There's more in the last election. There's more spending there. What spending? Those are big ticket items. What spending would the Conservatives not do?
We've seen a lot of waste. First of all, there's been a lot of waste. I mean, buying a pipeline when they didn't need to buy a pipeline. Over the last 7 years, there's been a lot of wasteful, bad spending. Then add to it big government programs. They promised the dental program, which is provincial jurisdiction. So there's over the last 6 years, 7 years, there's been a lot of spending that we think is wasteful. And I mean, let's talk about infrastructure. Let's talk about infrastructure spending.
I'm just intrigued. Okay. Just on the dental program, because I know you didn't agree with it. I'm just intrigued when you say, is that a wasteful spending? There's definitely an issue for low-income people.
It sure is. If you want to help,
is it wasteful spending?
The way the Liberals do it, yes.
Okay. Let her
Unfortunately,
talk.
the Liberals are not good at getting money out to where it's needed. It does end up helping some of their friends and the folks that are working with them. This is provincial jurisdiction. The federal government will not do a good job of delivering a dental program. And, I think that we've even heard from dental associations, for example. So, yes, I will go out on the record and say that I think that whatever program they're going to try to put together will not be successful. It will not get to the people who need it, and it will end up wasting a lot of money.
There's a lot of criticism of the central bank monetary policy that they should have eased back their quantitative easing strategy earlier. In your view, did the central bank and the governor blow it on holding inflation to 2%?
I think there's definitely legitimate criticism of that. That was something that we were talking about back when COVID first hit. Definitely, I think that that's something that is a valid criticism and that governments and opposition should be talking about. But overall, our job is to criticize the government, and I think the government has made a lot of mistakes in terms of our fiscal policy.
Everyone has, and that's why that's why conservatives have become so much more popular than liberals, is because everyone realizes the majority of Canadians, there's no fringe minority, bro. There's none. The minority is people who support the liberal government and the liberal policies. That's the minority. I have no problem with the word liberal. I have none. I was raised that way with liberal values. It's the people that are representing that cabinet, right? These, or what does he say? We've infiltrated the liberal cabinet, right? Like, stuff like that, dude. That's the issue. That's the biggest issue. It's not that it's liberal. It's that it's Trudeau, Jagmeet, Freeland, Omar, right? Marco Mendicio, or whatever his stupid name is, the Emergencies Act guy, right? Liberal used to be a great thing, and now it's just totally like leftist craziness. Anyways, Candice is awesome. Most Canadians endorse her. Majority, 10 times more people would endorse her personally than they would the entire Liberal cabinet. You know what, everybody, we're going to end it right there. Make sure you're subscribed, right, with post notifications on. You know the drill, blah, 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 blah. Like the video, comment down below, smash the like button, yada, 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 yada. We all know. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate. I love to talk about the news, share the news, talk about politics, and more so than that, I love to entertain. And so we will see you all tomorrow.